Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down Helsreach. It follows Recluse Yarkramaldus of the Black Templars and his squad during the Third War for Armageddon, and it's a classic, emotional, and violent project that really jump-started the fan animation community. This episode is brought to you by Mastermind Models and Miniatures and Hawkins & Company. Mastermind Models and Minis is an insanely talented paint studio out of Huntsville, Alabama, who do commissions, so if your pile of shame is weighing you down, be sure to check them out in the description below, and be sure to tell them that we sent you. Hawkins & Company is a veteran-owned leather-making firm using the best American-made materials to create the finest handmade wallets available, coming in classic bifold, trucker, and biker builds with a variety of patterns and insignias, all made from leather sourced from one of America's last tanneries. So if your wallet is starting to show its age, buy a rugged, beautiful, American-made piece of art from Hawkins & Company and use coupon code COUNTERPOINTS for 15% off.
Do you see that? Do you see that? Are you all as insulted as I am? This is what they send against us? This is what they send, this rabble. We hold one of the mightiest cities on the face of the planet. The fury of its guns sends all skyborne enemies to the ground in flames. We stand united in our thousands, our weapons without number, our purity without question, and our hearts beating courage through our blood. And this is how they attack us? Brothers and sisters, a legion of beggars and alien dregs wheezes its way across the plains. Forgive me when the moment comes that they whine and weep against our walls. Forgive me that I must order you to waste ammunition upon their worthless bodies. I have heard many souls speak my name in whispers since I came to Helsreach. I ask you now, do you know me? Do you know me? Yes! I am Grimaldus of the Black Templars, a brother to the steel legions of this defiant world. Never again in life will your actions carry such consequence. Never again will you serve as you serve now. No duty will matter as much, and no glory will taste as true. We are the defenders of Helsreach. On this day, we carve our legend in the flesh of every alien we slay. Will you stand with me? Yes! Sons and daughters of the Imperium, our blood is the blood of heroes and martyrs. The Xenos dare defile our city. They dare tread the sacred soil of our world. We will throw their bodies from these walls when the final day dawns. This is our city. This is our world. Say it, cry it out, so the bastards in orbit will hear our fury. Our city, our world. Run, alien dogs. Come to me. Come to us all. Come and die in blood and fire. For the Templars. For the Steel Legion. For Helsreach. Louder! They cannot hear you, brothers. Hurl yourselves at these walls, inhuman filth. Die in our blades. I am Grimaldus of the Black Templars and will cast your carcasses from these holy walls.
Grimaldus' speech is a psychological masterstroke because it does several important things. It takes the fear of the defenders and turns it into contempt for the enemy. Grimaldus describes the city as unassailable, the defenders as pure, and the enemies as weak and pitiful. Even if this is untrue, it can bolster the morale of the defenders, psyching themselves up for the battle to come. By identifying himself as a brother of the Steel Legion, he is lending his own considerable reputation, martial prowess, and demigod status as a peer to the accomplishments of mortals, something that honors their upcoming sacrifice. Almost contradicting his dismissal of the greenskin forces, he reminds, sobers, and steels the defenders with what they're fighting for. Their city, their world, their holy walls, their human civilians defended by those walls. Grimaldus ties the efforts of the guardsmen with the martyrs and heroes of the Imperium, reminding them that they are not the first or last to die in the struggles of humanity, but rather part of an unbroken historical chain. This offers those facing their deaths a kind of historic immortality. Finally, he urges them to yell, an important psychological tool to take the anxiety of the moment and to channel it into vocalized rage. By externalizing the anxiety, this can help the warriors prepare mentally for the horrors to come.
I have always believed there is something beautiful in the very first moments of a battle. Here are the moments of highest emotion. The fear of mortal men. The frustrated bloodlust and screaming overconfidence of mankind's enemies. In the moments when a battle is joined, the purity of the human species is first revealed to the foe.
Orc ships are being brought down by the aerial defenses, but do not seem to be bombarding the city itself. The easiest explanation for this is that bombing the city prevents the orcs from having a good scrap. As a feral warrior race, orcs relish the opportunity to shoot slugs at their enemies and gut them face to face. Grimaldus closes his eyes one last time before the battle, relishing the anxiety, fear, and excitement. He savors the moment because it's where all the emotions of humanity crest like the wave of a tsunami and turn into the purified hate that has defended their race for millennia. Tactically, the defenders should seek more cover behind the parapet, but the truth is the Guard are not so much about preserving the lives of individual soldiers, but rather the ability to create an endless wall of laser fire the enemy has to charge into. This wall begins to get chipped by the haphazard orc return fire, as orcs are not known for their accuracy. In order to make up for the battlements and inaccuracy, orc storm boys jump up on the walls to close with the enemy with literal fire in close combat. Almost unique among orcs, storm boys love drill, discipline, and the maintenance of their equipment. They rebel against the broadly anarchic orc society by going to storm boy encampments, where they march, drill with weapons, salute superiors, and practice jump pack launches and landings. While viciously mocked by the rest of orc society, they earn back their respect 1,000-fold when they fling themselves headlong into the enemy, often arriving first and breaking the enemy even before the rest of the Wa arrives. Humanity's purified hatred and valor is revealed when, instead of breaking, the human defenders urge each other into the fray, bringing down the boys with las fire and bayonets. That being said, the Astartes demonstrate their worth as Grimaldus greets a couple of storm boys with his Crozius Arcanum, a melee weapon and badge of office, and a superheated plasma pistol charge. Where the guardsmen have to use volume of fire and weight of numbers to bring down the orcs, the genetically enhanced and power-armored Astartes are able to stand toe-to-toe with the orcs and kill many times their number.
That is a bleak picture. The real battle begins tomorrow. At least we will not be bored. I believe they will wait. They will wait until they have overwhelming force with which to crush us. And they will strike like a hammer. I requested we withdraw all guard forces from the wasteland installations across all of southern Armageddon Secundus. The Colonel agreed in principle. What's worth guarding out there? Munitions. A great deal of munitions. To be used when the hive cities fall and need to be reclaimed. But that is not all. The desert vultures spoke of a curious legend. Something buried beneath the sands. A weapon.
The guardsman who stood her ground after her brother was slain lays dying, gutted in battle. Nerevar, the apothecary, nods his head to Primus, indicating that she is not going to make it. Primus, the least likely Marine to empathize with mortal suffering, takes pity on her dying moments, offering a hand of comfort. For the mortal guardswoman, this is akin to God's angel watching over your passing and likely brought her an ounce of relief before her final breath. I absolutely love how much this probably affects Primus on a level he doesn't even understand. Astartes are often depicted as post-human, remorseless killers, but to see their humanity bleed through, even against their harsh judgments and callous attitudes, is some of the deepest part of the art of Helsreach. Which brings us to the end for now. If you like my breakdowns, like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell so you can see whenever new content drops. Comment down below and feel free to fight it out in the comments section over lore and narrative interpretations. If you can't think of anything to say, then type in comment for the comment gods. I'll salute you in real life with an Aquila, but I will reply with an 07 in the comments section, saluting you for your service. Become a YouTube or Patreon member to help support the channel, or check out our channel sponsors. I appreciate you. I'll catch you in the next one. Until the end.